Hello there, Reject Nation. I'm Greg Alba.
And I'm John Humphrey.
I've been wearing this shirt for far too long. Anyway, we're gonna watch the trailer for 1917 today. You might hear some cats in the background. But before we go into this video, I'd like to say that I have a terrible memory and I love efficiency. So big thanks to Dashlane for sponsoring today's video.
Yes, if you don't know Dashlane, they are a wonderful identity management service dedicated to helping you safely store and access all of your existing online passwords and generate new, incredibly secure ones instantly. G, how many online accounts do you have?
Improvise answer.
That's a lot. Or not, to keep track of, and it's only gonna get worse, but not when you sign up for Dashlane.
With their free basic service, you can store all your existing passwords as well as payment information, manage autofills, and protect it all with your master Dashlane password,
which is stored locally on your computer, so not even Dashlane's own servers have access to that information.
And if you're looking to take your online security a step further, Dashlane Premium offers these features as well as a built-in VPN for secure browsing and dark web monitoring to make sure your info isn't leaking in the wrong hands. Lord knows it has for me, and a whole lot more.
Now, Dashlane's basic service is free, but when you head over to our special link in the description box and pinned comment, you can get yourself a free 30-day trial of Dashlane Premium. It's available for desktop, iPhone, and Android, and it syncs across all your devices, so your info's safe no matter where you are.
And John,
the
first 200 people to purchase Dashlane Premium can get 10% off using offer code REAL.
There are so many ways to access this service. What are you waiting for? Hit the link!
Mike, pick a man, bring your kit.
I hoped today might be a good day. Hope is a dangerous thing.
Dormammu.
You have a brother in the 2nd Battalion.
Yes, sir.
They're walking into a trap. Your orders are to deliver a message, calling off tomorrow morning's attack. If you fail, it will be a massacre.
Let's talk about this for a minute. Why?
God, I love the production design on
We've
this.
got orders to cross here. That is the German front line. If we're not clever about this, no one will get to your brother. I will.
Tommen. Ooh, I love how tense this is. Yeah.
Oh!
Well, that's horrifying.
Wow, man.
Run left.
Last man standing.
The tracking shots in this.
Yeah.
We need to keep moving. Come on.
Is this Roger Deakins cinematography? Certainly looks like it.
Think it is?
We can't possibly make it that way, man. You bloody insane.
If you don't get there in time, we will lose 1,600 men. Your brother among them. Good luck.
I love this shot, especially this shot in the theaters. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful in the theaters.
We're getting a longer version of it, too.
I hope the movie plays for a long time, and then when that shot comes up, 45 minutes in, it still does the 1917.
Yeah. That's when the title card comes
Oh,
up.
that
Yeah.
there's always been that way.
Long way to wait for the title of this movie.
It's manipulated for the trailer. When I saw the first trailer for this, I was like, this looks really well shot. This looks really cool. But it wasn't until I saw the trailer in the theaters where I was like, This movie looks insane. This looks incredible. The level of scope that they do with all the framing in here, I feel like there's this illusion. I think I might have heard this actually, now that I think about it, that they want to sort of create kind of like that Birdman illusion where it looks like one shot for so much of this.
Well, that's the biggest surprise about this movie to me, because none of the advertising hints to that. Then you go online, you do some reading, and yeah, this is one of those movies that wants to be like one extended take.
Yeah.
And what the images you're seeing here make that look like, I mean, obviously it's not, but such an undertaking to even just make it appear like that.
I mean, it's hard to properly advertise that.
Of
You have to cut
course.
around different times of the day as well. Either way, like the incredible tracking shots, it looks so realistic. Like I can't tell what is CGI. It's like everything looks practical to me. That crazy shot when that plane was coming in the background and they're running away from it, it was like, wow, that looks so real. How do they do that, you know?
Yeah, I wonder, I mean, movies like these where the CGI enhancements would be less apparent are fascinating, because I would imagine that a fair amount of this could very well have been caught in camera or maybe done with plates, so you don't need CGI, you just get the plane shot and then you get their shot running or something like that. But yeah, I mean, this looks incredibly tangible, and it'll be fascinating to see something that's also going to put you that much further in. Like, even though this is still going to be a cinematic movie, I feel like there is something a bit more immediate and just intense about the one-shot aspect. You know, you're in real time, you're living through something, and also this isn't a period of war that we visited as much in, you know, big-scale cinema. So
Seems like we have been more.
More lately, and so to be put into the shoes in a way that is that immersive, I think will be a very fascinating experience for this.
Yeah. Well, I know that when the first trailer came out, even I myself compared some of the style of how this is communicating. This trailer doesn't do it as much. The first trailer seemed like they were kind of honing in on that Dunkirk fan base.
Yeah.
In terms of tone and style. This feels more emotionally gripping, I'd say. I don't want to like make some comparison review because it's just a trailer we're going off of, and it's a different movie in general. But I just remember that with Dunkirk, people, you know, often talked about how they had issues kind of connecting with characters a lot of the time, and it seems like here your two main leads, you're going to have probably no problem looking into their emotional journey, and you're latched into their perspective as they're trying to complete this one harrowing mission. Man, like the choreography of the way you do these action sequences, I mentioned this a few times already, like I was, and it was in a short film that was kind of this alt history thing, and there were some action sequences that had to be done. It's not simple, but when you hear choreography, you imagine, you know, like, I don't know, fight scenes, cars, or whatever. But really, there's a lot of technical staging that goes down into even getting that last shot, where the famous one where it's running and the 1917 logo comes in. You have to really time the background extras, the explosions, the pace that lead actor is running at. This movie seems staged in such a fascinating way to me that every time I catch a trailer in the theaters, I'm like, I really want to see this film. Yeah. And this trailer just gave me more of that emotional pull. I don't know if I'll shed a tear or not, but I probably might. Sam Mendes is one of my favorite directors. Yeah.
Well, it's nice to see something that looks like a gripping experience to go see in a theater. Granted, there's going to be action and there's going to be intensity, but this isn't, you know, a blockbuster movie that's like, oh, we have to see the Avengers fight somebody in a theater because that's what it's made for.
Doctor Strange is going to use the time stone.
That's right. And then Harry is going to, you know, kick some ass Kingsman style.
We did it.
This could easily be a crossover.
Yeah, and it might as well be. Yeah.
The other thing, too, is I'm just happy for my man Tommen over here getting a leading role in a movie, because I haven't seen him since Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Well, this looks great. I think this is one of those movies I can see why seems like it's kind of a weird movie to put out around Christmas, but when you look at the Oscar level worthy production, that you know, it's kind of weird how we talk about awards contender when we just see trailers, but when you see the technical achievements just alone in this trailer, you're like, well, at least the technical stuff has to get nominated, right?
Well, and there's a certain amount with any war movie, I think, that just alludes to like, well, you know, awards because this is our history, and you know they're gonna take this seriously and try and put a good amount of dramatic credence to it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I mean, the Christmas thing is like going off of Dunkirk, it's like that is a hope-based war movie, and I think that this is interesting because I do see how it does kind of align with that, because the whole point is we're preventing a massacre, we're trying to save people, it's not about a battle that was won over other people. At the same time, there is that contrast of this looks harrowing in a different kind of way because, you know, Dunkirk's a rescue and this is them going directly into a bunch of probably war-torn or actively hot areas, and the level of mystery and sort of like, what are they going to encounter? Like, this looks like it could actually be really scary, too.
Yeah. That's a good word for it, you know?
Especially when they're down in the shadows, like in these bunkers and things, and
Yeah, I feel like this film's gonna deal a lot with perspective. I'm so exceed for this.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna be a great movie. It's Sam Mendes, man.
yeah, man.
Spectre.
Yeah, Spectre, man.
Jarhead.
Everyone's favorite. Jarhead, man. Jake Gyllenhaal. Where's he in this trailer? Come on.
All right, guys. Well, are you excited for 1917? Are you gonna be watching Cats or 1917?
Double
come Christmas
feat.
Day? We're just watching back to back. AMC A-list. All right, guys. Well, thank you for being here. You can subscribe to The Real Rejects. Click that notification bell to get notified whenever we've got a YouTube video up. I got to change my shirt. Thank you to Dashlane for working with us in this video.
Download.
And I wanted to give a shout out to a man named David Waterhouse.
Hey, buddy.
This might seem like a weird video to give you a shout out on, but in my mind, it's not. What I know a lot about soldiers who've been through wars, that they're survivors. And David, every time I talk to you, I always mean it when I tell you this. You are such a strong inspiration, especially to me. When I hear about all the constant obstacles you've had to overcome, you are probably, out of anyone I've ever interacted with personally, you're probably the strongest, toughest survivor ever. I mean, I know you've had to deal with a lot of mental health conditions and stuff, and a lot of very unbearable physical conditions. This guy survived being run over by a bus.
By a bus.
I can't believe that. A bus.
And he's still kicking, man.
Yeah, I have no idea how you are able to keep going.
And to
When,
stay so
no matter
resilient.
no matter what it throws your way, it seems like challenges keep coming your way, but you still keep on persisting. So, David, I love you, buddy. I can't believe you're the one showing us so much support when all the support should be shown your way. So
Yeah,
I love
sir.
you, dude. You have a great Halloween. I know you're a horror guy.